What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So this is kind of a random video idea that popped up into my head today. The Universe 2008 Deluxe Class Cheetor is an interesting deluxe class, to say the least. Just by looking at this guy, you could tell how just crazy and wonky this design is. I just want to sort of break down this figure and talk about it with you guys on why I think they redesigned Cheetor for the Universe Generations line back then the way they did. So if you look at this guy, he's much more slender and lankier than his Beast Wars counterpart. Maybe it was inspiration from his Beast Machines or Transmetal's design, I don't know, but I highly doubt that. Even though it might be possible, because obviously I wasn't there when this figure was being designed. I was a freaking little kid in first grade. You also see he comes with these two Ninja Star accessories that are very similar to animated Deluxe Class Prowl's Ninja Stars, which is a Deluxe Class figure that came out around the same time as this Cheetor figure. The animated toy line dropped alongside the Universe toy line and the Premium Finish toy line for the 2007 movie. So there was a lot of stuff going on with brand synergy. So I think they wanted to have another ninja type character on the shelves to go along with Prowl at the time, and Jazz too. So I think that was why he came with two Ninja Stars that are very similarly designed in Prowls, where they're spring-loaded, where the spike things flip out and they store within his legs, which is the exact same as animated Prowl's storage for his Ninja Stars. They store right on his legs, pretty much around the same part of his legs too. So I think they wanted to copy some things going on within the Transformers brand and the toy line at the time to match with what was going on with the Generations line, the current cartoon, the current movies. So I think that's why they sort of rebranded Cheetor into this more so ninja motif and gave him this lankier, more agile looking body than what he had before in the Beast Wars cartoon and toy line. But still, man, this does not excuse this freaking robot mode looking absolutely horrific and just an absolute monstrosity. I don't know what they were thinking. Like I said, it seems like they wanted to give him more of a ninja motif. I get that. I understand the vision, but the execution, oh my goodness, this just looks horrible. All the kibble on his arms, while he does have arm kibble in his original design, this version of the kibble just looks horrible because the cheetah legs, which are supposed to be on his back to create this cool and unique wing sort of look on his back, are just stuck right behind his arms and just look clunky and dumb and totally throw off the proportions of his arms, making them look way too bulky and just too wide and chunky compared to his legs and his upper section. So it just looks bad and it gives off a totally bad vibe. And if you spin him around to the back, that back section, the way it is hunched over kinda, and it's got this weird ball of just cheetah mode hanging from behind him. It looks like he has like this, I don't know, this big ulcer or something on his back, like he's got some robo ulcer. And the tail whip thing, I don't really mind because he had it as a weapon in Transmetals, and it's just a thing you kind of expect with these cheetah dog sort of Transformers from Beast Wars. They always got their tails to be removed as a flail weapon or a gun. And then you get to this silly looking cheetah mode, which the proportions are just all off. It looks weird. Now, I'm not usually one to complain too heavy about animal mode proportions because these are just transforming robots. They're not supposed to be perfect and super anatomically correct. It's more so focused on the robot modes with Hasbro, which I get and understand. And I agree with most of the time, unless if it's like a really major character like Cheetor here. And they absolutely ruined the cheetah mode. Like, just look at this thing. It is super awkward. The Kingdom version just wins hands down in my opinion. And you got this really, really, really strange gimmick with the head sculpt, where I think it was if you like press down on the top of the head or the neck section, his mouth springs open, revealing these, not gonna lie, cool sculpted fangs within his mouth. But once the jaw springs open, his eyes turn from a green color, which was pretty weird and just random to begin with, to this reddish orange type color, which I don't know why you would want Cheetor. Now that I think about it, I think Cheetor does have red eyes in the Beast Wars cartoon, right? So that's not really too bad. It's just weird how they had that eye-changing gimmick in the first place when they should have just left his eyes reddish orange to begin with, instead of throwing on this tacky and just absolutely wrong green color scheme within his eyes for the cheetah mode. Like, the green doesn't look bad for his robot mode head sculpt. It's kind of a nice change to his design, and again, it's more of that brand synergy at the time for the Generations toy line, because before then, with more animalistic characters, a lot of their eyes, if I remember correctly, a lot of those characters had green eyes from the Animal Planet Unicron trilogy. They were hot off the heels of the Cybertron toy line, which was kind of like the last iteration of the Generations toy line before we got Universe 2.0, because if I remember correctly, Classics at that time basically died out around mid-2007, and Universe 1.0 basically died out in 2007 too, which is why they relaunched it with Universe 2.0. So I think they were again trying to keep that sort of design brand synergy with the animalistic characters within the Generations line at the time, giving him green eyes as opposed to red, even though I don't really think it's that big of a deal because there were still animal characters at that time with red eyes, blue eyes, and so on. So, I don't know, it just seems very unnecessary, and I just don't know why they felt the need to do this with Cheetor. I mean, I know why, the design, the original design and the Transmetals designs, and even to go a little bit further, the Beast Machines design, they're already classic and good to decent enough in their own right. They didn't have to go the extra effort of redesigning Cheetor, even though, redesigns are cool, but this one was just not cool at all. This was like just the total opposite, straight trash. I don't know why they thought this was fine to make, but hey, that's 2008 Transformers for you. A lot of weird things happened at that time, but also a lot of cool things and a lot of nostalgic things that us 2000s kids will remember forever. But that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video, the weirdness of the Universe 2008 Deluxe Class Cheetor figure. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think about this figure? Do you still like it, or do you think it is absolutely terrible over time, and given the Kingdom one that came out 2 years ago, which even that figure isn't really that great, but in my opinion it's miles better than this Universe 2.0 version. All my social medias are linked down below: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. My email is also down below if y'all want to message me about business inquiries, or if you want to hit me up about whatever, or if you want to commission a diorama from me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions, photography, or just regular display shelves in their homes. You could either hit me up on any of my social medias or just email me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye!